ingest every single gram of that sugar.
They're amazing.
Pretty good.
Oh, wow. And we're going to a match. So we have SFAT.PewPewU versus Team Auto Bible Thump, which is Bladewise and Darkatma. I feel like Bladewise and Darkatma would probably be a pretty sick team. I would like to watch them, and I'm glad they're teaming, I guess.
Yeah, PH3 also just generally been a solid team for a really long time. You know, obviously Team EGS was saying this one, but
Right.
they're pretty good established team composition.
They just seem so tanky.
Oh, sick. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get close to either of them. You get hit by one, you get knocked by the other one. So that was a sick ledge shield by
They're very space-oriented. They move really well in control space and that kind of thing. It's interesting that they're starting so very well against one of the top teams in the world.
Yeah, they're good controlling space. The hitboxes are big and stuff like that. And Marth kind of needs a little bit of space, so this stage is pretty claustrophobic for him. You kind of see that PewPewU can't quite get some places sometimes. But yeah, kind of even it up there with the stock.
This is a wild stage.
Yeah.
Yoshi's, there's just so little space altogether. Okay, put the chain on him. All right, now we're definitely into it.
We're actually into it.
So this is, I guess, teams winners quarters. Okay. Monster tippers.
One of the things I really like about CFAT is they know when to let PewPewU take the lead, which is really difficult to.
That didn't work out so good for them, but yeah. But it's, yeah, because like when I think about this team, I think like SFAT's going to run in and take like a ridiculous amount of stage. PFAT's going to trap, PewPewU's going to trap people.
But you can't do that against PH3 because you get tapped once and you're just going to take like 70 damage.
They are the punish wall team.
Yeah. It's painful.
They really are. PewPewU is in a lot of trouble. Darkatma keeping SFAT tied up.
Oh, Darkatma missed his. Oh,
can he get the save? No, not in time. Bladewise gets burned. Everything coming up Team Blue for the last like 5 stocks or so.
Yeah, after such a strong start for Red Team also. But, alright, yeah.
Well, hey, this is pretty even again. Yeah. I like those couple tournaments where you can hear what the teams are saying.
Yeah.
Those are really fun. But it also stops the teams from saying BM stuff, so.
Oh, Darkatma missed that barely. An air situation.
Yeah, they're keeping it very, very solid right now.
Very respectable. Once again, PewPewU has been taking kind of the lead in some of these situations, which is cool. That helps him out a little bit because he gets to pick his space and SFAT gets to give up some. But they can switch up on the fly, which is scary.
Yeah, Amma's so fast. Every situation where SFAT's trying to set up something and just quietly react to the situation, Amma, as the Sheik, is rushing in.
Yeah, that's always been one of his strengths.
Okay, no up throw up there coming there. Way too high percent. PewPewU tries to snipe out Darkatma, but SFAT in trouble versus Bladewise right now. Amma's setting up.
It's kind of tough because you kind of don't really want to let Peach have the ledge there because he's kind of slow at it.
Yeah, so it's like what is she really going to do off of that? It's really not. Oh, very crucial. Now it's a 2v1 scenario. High percent from both of them.
I thought he was going to break the shield there.
Okay, does he take? Yep. Okay, so it's probably going to be Darkatma leading the way against PewPewU here with Bladewise in support at the back.
Yeah, you can see he's taking up space just by shielding and make PewPewU have to deal with him.
Right.
He's not actually doing anything. Not in a good spot to get hit either.
Very tough for Marth to swing in these 2v1s.
Uh-oh.
Another person's ready to punish you the whole time. Could Binion finish? Not quite yet.
Oh,
Almost so clean. Uh-oh.
Decided edge making.
Oh, he misses the.
Oh no, and Randall.
Is he back yet? And that was a lot of damage he took.
Dang.
Very clean. Look at Bladewise popping off. Very emotive player. I like that.
Yeah, Teddy's always fun to watch.
Yeah, he really is. Best of 5. We got a lot of melee coming up. And then I would theorize about the stages, but honestly, I'm not going to say anything right about that. Yeah.
It's tough. Where do you take PH3? The big stage. As long as they can stay somewhat close together, which is pretty much any stage, right? FD is usually the best. Oh, it's being away.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. You can separate them the most on this stage. So. And Marth gets more room to play neutral and things like that.
I've hung out with Darkatma a couple times. I haven't watched him play teams that much, but is there a situation where he goes Fox or maybe his own Peach?
Usually matchup dependent, not really stage dependent. Or matchup stage, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, of course, yeah. For sure.
But against Marth, he's probably going to stay streak the entire time.
Okay, can PewPewU keep Bladewise away while he tries to edgeguard Darkatma and set up for SFAT? Not quite. Ooh. Nice save by SFAT. That was dangerous.
Dangerous for Bladewise too. Really sick outplay to that ledge.
Yeah. I feel like Red Team's really playing kind of nice right now. I like that. That's kind of the fun thing about teams. You don't really see these steamrolls. Like,
right.
Like there aren't really like gods of doubles. There are teams that perform incredibly well all the time.
Yeah, incredibly consistently, but still, you still have Pete Cheek, which is sick.
Right.
Uh-oh, this is a tough spot.
Bladewise by himself on the ledge, just shields, floats away as far as he can, and oh, PewPew in a lot of trouble as trying to chase after Bladewise. Wow.
Somehow Bladewise is still alive through all that, after being trapped in the corner against Marth Fox.
I feel like I've had that that thought a lot of times. Like somehow Bladewise is still like not.
Yeah.
And it's,
somehow Bladewise.
And it's a sign of like his incredible defensive play in doubles right now, but maybe it's anomalous, and as PewFat cleans up, they just start bringing more and more in that scenario. Oh. Monster Tipper. SFAT should probably grab. Wow, okay.
That worked out.
Works out, stays away from the Bladewise game.
And now Bladewise kind of dropped down in an unfortunate spot, but it worked out for him.
And SFAT kind of staying away, knowing that he's not going to be able to deal with an invincible Sheik.
Got to give the invincible person the right of way.
Right.
Important.
They definitely get to go through the intersection. They're going to get run over with a car. We try and challenge that. All right, Abra takes it in, and then Bladewise catches SFAT as he loops around.
Dang. Okay. It was a tough spot for Darkatma. He didn't want to fully commit there, but
SFAT looks so scary trying to let PewPew finish the combo.
That's kind of thing. You do the ping pong combos pretty easily with Marth Fox. Sometimes if Marth has the hit at the wrong time, then you can't really finish it, you know? Oh, okay. PewPew was not able to cover that, which is strange.
Like, who do you think's better at converting on positional pressure, like damage-wise, Pete Sheik or Marth Fox, or is it kind of too hard of a question?
It's more easily done by Pete Sheik. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's more easily done by Pete Sheik because the racking damage for them is a little easier, but you know, Marth Fox, the ping pong combo is pretty easy. You just fair with Marth most of the time.
Right. And okay, PewPew just kind of riding.
Yeah. He gave us actually more time for one going there, which is pretty sick.
Pretty well, and it is all blue team right now. Nice force stock to 2 lead. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it went really, really bad all of a sudden. SFAT just running around, victimizing the red team. PewPew making sure they just can't escape. Oh wow, grab invincibility.
Alright. I was really sick by PewPew. The way he held that space, threatened to cover at or save or fight, right? It's tough.
Absolutely. Some fun doubles. I like to see that.
Yeah, it's really sick.
So we were thinking, like, do we stream doubles pools? There were a lot of good doubles pools matches, but there's so many good singles pools matches, right?
Yeah, it's true.
And it's really hard to, like, kind of gauge that.
Down throw, up throw. Yeah.
That's a combo. Bladewise, not super excited that that's a thing.
It's tough. There's a couple, you know, tricky DIs you can try to do, but most of them Fox can cover by being in the right spot. And SFAT was in the right spot, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Very, very tough to make that one out. That's also like an interesting characteristic about doubles. I feel like comebacks are like just astronomically harder in some sense.
For sure.
Because at least in singles, like if I just keep outplaying the one person in melee, then it's gonna work. But 2v1, they just have so much material to mess with you with.
If you commit, you know, one way you could be giving the other teammate a huge opening to just destroy you. You know, I'm doing these generally safe things in singles, but you get clipped by one thing and by the other person, and then you're just dead.
Right.
Doubles, 2v1s are unfair and unwinnable most of the time.
And I think we see there staff member making sure that they knew it was best of 5.
Oh, okay.
I like to see that.
That's good. Yeah, that's really good. No miscommunications here.
I'm a big make sure they know what I don't know what the length of the set is.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. But yeah, I mean, so it's a little bit tricky, right? So we try to keep it each phase like best of 3 to best of 5,
right.
Best of 3 to best of 5.
Which is good.
And hopefully we finish on time.
Losers running pretty well.
Yeah. Got a lot of melee to see. We'll see how Losers is catching up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the reset.
Oh, dang.
Okay, that's going to take Bladewise out of the situation for a while, but Darkatma just keeps his space. If there's anyone I trust to kind of hole up on the platforms,
it's Sheik.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's Sheik and it's Darkatma.
Oh, no.
Miss input from the Peach. The sad night.
So I didn't like that decision from Darkatma there. He kind of split up from his teammate. Usually in Peach Sheik, you want to be as close to your opponent as possible. And that was a spot where it's really tough for Peach to reach.
Oh no! Oh, this was a miss. That was a miscalculation. For
that was misplayed. Ooh.
Yeah, because it's like you move his one like gigantic wall unit.
Yeah.
And it's just terrifying and like very hard to deal with. You don't get your usual punishes on either character.
Yeah, it's tough. So.
Oh my God, Bladewise, you're nuts. That may have not been a good idea.
Okay.
But I really liked that drill.
You can see kind of some hesitation in the red team. They're not quite covering each other as well as they were the first game. So maybe some decisions on the second game kind of shook them a little bit.
Yeah. And then, you know, PewPewU and SFAT, of course, like very, very seasoned high-level doubles players.
Yeah, played together for so long.
Right, and you know, I wonder what they were really saying, right? Like what the new plan is. Right now it looks like SFAT's, again, taking the lead as he typically does. And they're just playing a lot of these situations very, very well. But one of them needs space, the other one's opening it up for them.
Other one's backing off or staying in the right. It's all very well.
That was almost a short break.
But it was all very well silently communicated, which is amazing.
Oh, wow. I was about to say, I'm surprised PewPewU is not just going for Bladewise there. But he saw the opportunity. I didn't know it was going to exist. Right, it's best of 5 for sure. Oh, it's a best of 3. Oh my.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes the math work a little bit better in my head.
Okay.
Wow, so this is very crucial and very, very bad for the red team.
Yeah, every game went worse for them overall.
It really did. We just saw the adjustment. They just started handling every little situation better.
Okay.
Okay. Bring it back a little bit.
I like it though. They kind of worked out who was going to go for the edge guard there.
Man, they are not even messing with SFAT. You got a lot of free damage off that.
Yeah.
It's the threat of an invincible Marth swooping down at any point.
Kind of that's like from PFAT actually. You know, they basically put Peach at kill percent from that.
PewPewU got the grab there, so SFAT could complete the edge guard on Sheik. It's looking pretty over. And I feel better about saying that.
Yeah.
Singles.
It's almost if you timed that or planned that. Kind of cool.
Oh my god. The suffering is continuing.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god. All right. Like, at one point, is it acceptable to just kind of like jump off the stage and say, I'm going out my way?
Yeah.
All right. Good set. Really solid stuff.
We saw the first game especially, we saw Red Team really kind of throw a wrench in Blue Team's plan. But then the second game, they made some adjustments. And honestly, Red Team started doing more single stuff because they started doubting their teamwork a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they started falling apart more and more that game 3 especially.
Game 1, they were really scrappy. They really kind of punched PewFat in the face a little bit at first.
Yeah, they were very